you're always stuck in second gear. When it hasn't been your day, a week, a month, or even your year. But I'll be there for you when the rain starts to pour. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you 'cause you're there for me too.
Hello, Podcastlers, and welcome to another episode of the NHC podcast. Today's episode is a sequel to an episode we did previously, and more ways than one. First of all, we are joined once again by the infamous great Rickraptor. Hello.
Hello.
And that should automatically tip you off as to what kind of video we're doing.
Yay!
Yes, this is a thing now.
Yes. This is a sequel
Also,
to Dino Croc.
I'm here too.
Oh yeah,
just
and Armin as well.
saying.
Hello, Armin. Yeah, but you're
Hello.
regular.
Yeah, I was waiting for a bait and switch. It would say the famous, infamous Armin.
Yes.
Oh, that doesn't happen.
We can edit that. Sure, Armin. No pressure.
No. Screw that.
Okay.
Could have invited
But yeah.
me because it's the 20th anniversary of Walking with Dinosaurs, but no, I'm now the Dino Gator franchise guy, I guess.
Yes.
It's a great honor.
And for all the people who haven't watched the previous video, first off, why didn't you? And second off, well, the reason we are watching these movies is because the Dino Croc model from Dino Croc vs. Supergator looks like the Baryonyx model from Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. So technically,
Ironically, it only
is
does
it
so in the
still-
third movie, so
Yeah.
we are watching two movies that don't really connect at all.
this is technically
We'll get
still the
there.
wrong movie we are watching. We need to make sure we understand the lore of Dino Croc vs. Supergator.
Yes, good.
Yeah.
Speaking of the lore, lore. Yeah, Christ. Well,
Speaking of
the
the
thing
law,
is,
we say watching this illegally.
but yes, no, just a little bit history, real quick. Supergator is not called Dino Croc 2, despite the fact that it was meant to be a Dino Croc sequel. But from what I could gather, Sci-Fi didn't want to do a direct sequel, so Roger Corman just called it Supergator and said it was a new movie.
From what I gather, the model is going to be reused. So
Yes, pretty much.
It's a little lesson in trickery.
I believe that's all this movie has to its credit. Like, there's nothing else we can say about it. It's Supergator.
No.
I think that says all
It's
you
another
need to
Roger
know.
Corman movie. He has like 400 movies produced. There's nothing outstanding about this one.
Yeah.
It's worse than Dino Croc. Dino Croc
And we
is,
can only hope as the quality of the movies decreases that the entertainment value increases. Otherwise, this is going to be miserable.
hopefully. You just
For-
need to
Hopefully
put
not.
even more effort into talking.
Yeah, I believe Armin's already watched this.
I've
Rick
seen the
Evans.
entire trilogy. Yes.
God.
I'm not proud of it.
Yes, you shouldn't.
But yeah, and as I said, Dino Croc had at least some merit to it. Like there was at least some attempt, it feels. Supergator throws it out of the window.
It's the epic chorus in this one.
I don't remember. I don't know. I don't think so. But instead we've got generic Hawaiian music and so on. You'll see soon enough.
Ah, yes.
Speaking of which, I guess we can just get into it. Are we ready?
Oh wait, hang on. I need to tap. Okay, I'm ready.
Ready?
I meant emotionally, but yeah, that too.
Oh,
Will never be emotionally ready for
I'm
this.
never gonna be ready for this, but
Alright. Yeah. Okay. All on 000. Fingers over the spacebar
Yes.
or mouse. And
I mean
3.
0,
Yeah.
0.000000.
You're trying to
Yeah,
break like a
well-
record of saying the most amount of zeros in a podcast?
you, you naive, poor summer child. All of you who have watched the last video will find this just as funny as we do.
For context, we're
Is it
recording
binary?
this. We're recording this a couple of hours before uploading the last video. So obviously we're not going to spoil this for Rick, but you know what we mean.
I don't know what it's going to be, but I'll be surprised after this recording. I guess.
Definitely.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, let's just get to it now. 000 on 1. Okay.
Yes.
3, 2, 1.
New Horizon. Oh, wasn't that the space probe?
Told you.
Yeah, I love this
Generic
music.
fine.
And
This could be like a
I'm gonna-
commercial. Or like
this
traveling.
whole film is just a the whole thing is just a commercial for Mercedes. Just car's gonna come along at the end of it.
The Supergator is a transformer and turns into a Mercedes.
Oh, they didn't even bother with the animal vision.
Nope.
Like
Oh,
in the
true.
previous one,
Now
they at
it's
least
just-
have some effect on it. Now it's just the camera guy walking through the woods.
They probably just threw him into a jungle on Hawaii and let him wander around for 5 hours.
Why? I just don't
An
feel
intern
safe
who has
playing
nothing else to do than walk around with the camera in the forest.
Baby, we're miles away from anything. I know.
It looks a little bit like Ashton Kutcher.
Now that would be a plot twist.
Can see that.
What was that? Probably a broken branch.
So weird.
Supergator has phagomizers.
That was a tail?
Is in really damn shallow water as well. Like you could not see anything. So either that's one
He
insanely
can,
long
he can
tail.
actually burrow. He's burrowing through the mud. Comes out from the, not from the water, but out from the ground.
All right.
So it's like a crossover with the Tremor series.
Yeah, I was gonna suggest that. Or land sharks.
Sand shark. Sand
White
shark had
shark.
underground
I have
sharks.
to get it correct.
They could call this one mud shark.
Croc. That's it.
Mud croc.
Mudcroc. Reminds me of the spec challenge with Joshua. The Skull Island one.
All right.
Why do I always get bitten? Because you taste so good is why. Why don't you come in where they can't get you? Okay. Just for a minute.
Are they both gonna die? Both are gonna die, right?
Both are gonna die.
Alright, there it is. Gratuitous.
Yeah, 2 minutes in and already bikinis.
Also, I'm pretty sure they used the same location in Dino Croc vs. Supergator.
Hey, that's a nice looking waterfall.
It falls straight in the era
Okay.
of let's just set every movie on Hawaii and just reuse the same places all over again.
Hey, that could be. That could
Basically,
be like
the,
some
basically the Jurassic World franchise.
Yeah, it's like that's in Kauai, that big plateau. From the first Jurassic Park movie, from Jurassic World, from
At least those movies are set on the same islands. But
how strong is she that Supergator doesn't immediately just pull her under? Oh, hey, the music is back.
Oh wow! I'm
Didn't
surprised.
expect that.
could have sworn. Okay, guess I was wrong.
Like, even if you didn't know this was a Dino Croc sequel, at this point you would know. Yeah.
Title
Gator.
drop. Bitch.
Supergator. They
Croc
got
of
killed
Steel.
by the
Oh my
title.
god! I got the exact same font, so it's like starring Supergator, Brad Johnson, Kelly McLean.
It's
Bianca
generic
Lawson.
horror movie font.
Yeah.
What kind of
Steve
name is
Vater.
it? Okay.
Stiefvater. What?
Stiefvater. Yes, this one just was named Stiefvater.
That's. Well, I'm not gonna argue with someone named Stiefvater. Thank you, Damon Ebner.
Yeah, what
What if you did the
a
previous one as
iconic
well?
score. I guess the guy. I don't know if Eamon Ebner was also the one who made the score for Dino Croc, but I don't know if that guy is actually getting credit for his chorus music getting reused in this.
Yeah, he probably isn't.
Hang on.
Yeah, no, it is the exact same theme. I'm impressed with this level of continuity. I didn't think I would.
And there he is, Roger
I love how
Corman,
this
boy.
score is part of the continuity.
directed by some guy.
Landscape.
I mean, you have to pad up the running times somehow.
Okay, music in Dino Croc by Damon Ebner. They actually got the same guy.
Oh,
I'm impressed.
well, I don't know how many other movies he worked on. No,
I mean,
do
I
we have
can-
any of the actors from the previous Dino Croc in this?
It is.
I'm pretty sure no. Okay.
They got the
Damon Ebner
same
did.
music
Oh.
guy.
He did 3 movies as composer.
Oh,
Dino
let me
Croc,
guess.
Supergator, and Steven Spielberg's movie short. What?
I was so expecting the third one to be Dino Croc versus Supergator.
No,
I was
they
so
couldn't
expecting
afford
it
his
too.
talent for the third one.
Yes, that is a volcano. I'm glad those binoculars helped you.
It
Okay,
looks
the
like
third movie he did, a young film director named Milo Jacobson legally changes his name to Steven Spielberg in order to persuade his girlfriend's uncle and CC movie producer to finance his first film.
Great. You parked on the hill.
Okay.
There's,
we are now going to talk about the plot of that movie instead of this movie.
Where'd you learn how to drive? Kansas? Yeah, well, you're not in Kansas anymore, bonehead.
That's
Oh,
a
he
weird
said it.
Wizard of
How did
Oz
he-
He
reference.
said it!
It doesn't even make sense in the context, really.
That's why I'm here. Well, welcome to your dream vacation. Wait a minute.
So yeah, a big part of this movie is like a volcano. So I guess that's where this movie's Fallen Kingdom connection comes in.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes, indeed.
It's gonna be this is the one where it gets like impervious to lava, isn't it?
Yes, that's actually Baryonyx's origin story. Like
First one was
superhero
Bionic
origin, but
story.
Dino Croc, Supergate, I mean.
So I guess
Ah,
it's
the
not a
music.
complete waste of time that we're watching these first 2 movies. Because we already have connections to Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom with them.
I mean, the previous one was Chris Pratt's origin story, so yeah.
I'll be at the bar. Ryan, go easy. Remember,
The bike.
Also in the
His
previous
hut.
one we already had
Ah.
it walking around in a tunnel.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
that was great. I'll have another. Make that a Shirley Temple, miss.
I'm assuming this isn't scripted either. He was just sitting there at the bar, drinking cocktails.
Dear God, what am I doing with life? God damn it, I'm a Supergator. Another one. Oh my God, no.
Product placement.
There they are. Come on.
Scientist lady, another one.
Did he just steal that one? Yeah, this is very progressive. You already established that.
Welcome to the temporary base of Kapanui Volcano.
This is just a soft reboot of the first movie.
Well, you know, it was
Plot
a
is going to play out exactly the same way, but new characters.
show up in Paris.
Some references with the soundtrack.
Can I get a drink for you, gentlemen?
I think I'm good. But
By some references with the soundtrack, you mean the copied soundtrack, then yeah. Well,
What? It's the island magic.
Like with when Jurassic World or Fallen Kingdom just blast the original Jurassic Park score.
Your graduate assistant. Ryan
Yeah.
Houston. Good to meet you, Max. Scott says you're the best.
He's too kind. May I introduce my resident assistant? This is Alexandra Stevens. She'll be in the field with you.
I introduce you to your love interest for the movie.
Your acquaintance, Ryan.
oh, that's how you officially greet
Call
scientists.
me Scott. So what do you have so far?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I wouldn't
don't
try
forget to
this.
use that method on Tetsukon.
Recent call based on
Baronation, just all of them.
a series of small tremors, all between 3.2 and 3.4.
Looks like this baby's really getting ready to blow up.
Tsukon hasn't been at this point, right?
Just be a small
Or has it
No,
been by
no,
the time?
Tetsucon is in a week.
possibly a big
Oh, yeah, it will be.
Oh.
It will be.
By the time we upload this, it will
Oh
be
yeah,
already.
we forgot to say, in a couple of days from roughly, it's gonna be the spookiest day of the year, guys.
cameras placed. I'll be
Yay!
Brexit,
What about gas emissions?
and also Halloween.
report's been negative.
That's good.
I forgot. Someone called for you
We're
earlier.
kind of,
One of those 2 things is definitely going to
She
happen.
said she'd try back later. I hope that's okay.
yeah, but I think that's the extent of politics we'll allow on our channel.
What do you say we get some breakfast and we'll
tomorrow's plans. Sounds good.
Oh, he's in a wheelchair. Ah,
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I don't think they would
So
kill off the
obviously
guy in the
he isn't
wheelchair,
gonna
would
get
they?
killed.
No.
Yeah.
This movie has
Oh.
standards. This movie, which just showed another girl in a bikini, has standards.
Hi there.
On the other side,
Yeah,
in
get
the first
the
one,
nachos.
they decapitated
Tortilla
the kids.
chips or whatever. Rick.
How about
In
you?
the first one, they decapitated the kids, so maybe the guy in the wheelchair will actually get
Have to do
eaten.
something about that.
Well, actually, I'm not
Yeah.
much of a swimmer.
I'm just bringing out that I don't expect it to be like as violent, quote unquote, like as that kill scene was.
That's right. I am
Usually,
taking some race, but it's all part of the job.
when films
It's
are
a
like,
cheap
Yeah.
CGI kind of
You
violence.
won't have to
But no,
censor anything.
I have to buy you a drink.
Oh yeah,
Unless
definitely
you're
not.
uncomfortable
think
with
we
all
will.
these
Yeah.
bikini shots.
French champagne?
Are you kidding? For you, I'll buy a bottle of Cristal.
okay,
That's a nice
uh,
I'm not gonna censor all the.
That's about to change.
that's half the movie right there.
Yeah.
Nice tattoos. Alright, well, I tell you what, I'm gonna be over there with my brainiac buddies, working on something that's gonna benefit mankind.
I'm guessing she's now the love interest, and the scientist is just a side thing.
More
Watching
bikinis.
Supergator, by the way, a horror movie with a giant CGI crocodile. In case you're forgetting,
There's scenery out there somewhere. Scenery.
forgetting.
What you see from above.
I swear, if you cut out like the opening scene of this film, you would have no clue what you're supposed to be watching.
I want to get a seaweed wrap at the
You could cut out all the crocodile scenes, and it would be like a softcore porn, probably.
waterfall. Come on, what is so great about a waterfall?
Like you could show the scenes without the croc, and people would assume it's from a porn where you cut out the sex scenes.
The quickest way to the
Was I just love how we're just going to go to the same waterfall? Because god damn it, we paid for that location and we're gonna use
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Yeah. Also, I guess they paid for the bar because he has another drink.
It's actually just behind the scenes footage.
Carla?
Professor Kinsey.
Please call me Scott. You're not my student.
More food for the croc.
I figured you could use some help.
I thought you gave up.
I know, she's clearly the smart character, so she's gonna live.
Did, but
Doesn't wear glasses. How can you know she's the smart character?
Intuition.
Yeah, okay, well, she just said seismic action. The fact that she can even say such a word in a movie like this means she's the smart person.
Told you.
Yeah, that one line probably makes us smarter than the people making the film.
Alright, I'm all ears. I'm all ears, but I mean, this isn't your first time. These trips are never easy and they're dangerous.
You mean like what happened at Mount Fuego?
Yeah, like what happened in Mount Fuego.
Oh!
Why are you actually getting a
Flashback time.
flashback? You know, if this was a proper sequel, they could have a flashback to the first movie, but no, I guess it's a sequel to... Who knows, maybe this is another low-budget movie they actually shot.
Oh my god.
We're going to see the impact. Oh,
No, we don't.
okay, so the first on-screen kill in Supergator isn't Supergator, but a guy falling...
Altitude!
Wanna help? I don't know, are you up to it?
Of course.
Well, I could use some help with the seismometers.
So I'm in.
You're in. We leave first thing in the morning. Come on, I'll introduce you to the rest of the team.
Yeah, it's the Walking with Dinosaurs
Looks like a
opening.
stock footage. This also looks like stock footage. Like that image with the giant volcano, it somehow looks fake.
Yeah.
Just shots.
Plants. Exciting.
And I get to those
That
90 minutes.
shot looked kinda decent.
Deceased. They're dead.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And yes, it's the same waterfall. Supergator just happens to hang out at the one waterfall everybody on the island likes to visit.
Hey, Larissa, take off your shoes! Take off your shoes! Get them off quickly, quickly! Good, now get together!
You know,
Take
if
off
this is
your shoes.
rated for nudity,
Like each other, yeah! Oh, beautiful!
you have to censor. Oh, please let the Supergator show up in one of the photos as he's taking the picture.
Oh!
You're giving this movie too much credit.
Okay, like a bird!
Always thought that would be like a cool horror movie trope.
Yes, fly,
Like,
flap your wings.
right as he takes the picture,
if,
you
like-
see it in the background.
Yeah, and then he like realizes it, and then he's like about to tell them, and it just kills them or something.
Also, I'm assuming is the Supergator going to kill one of them, or somehow bite in a way that it grabs both at the same time?
Two-headed Supergator.
Yeah. Or like, I don't know, use the arms? I think this is definitely building up to it's going to jump out right as he's taking the photograph. Otherwise, they wouldn't show all these photographs.
They would,
Or
they
maybe it
would
shows up
because
behind
it's an
him.
excuse for more bikini.
This is just how they pad up the running time. They literally are taking screenshots of the movie and showing them for a couple of seconds.
God, this entire scene amounts to nothing. It's ridiculous.
This is also a
loving-
horrible
I'm loving
kind of
it.
photo
I'm lo-
shoot.
I'm loving his accent though.
Okay.
This is such a horrible shoot. Like, those are not even very good pictures. Like,
He's talking so fast. How much crack did it take?
maybe I should have counted how many photographs he took.
Like, the guy definitely took something before this shoot, because Christ.
I mean, he's in
Before
this
they-
movie, so
before
he
they shot the
clearly took
movie.
something. But
So, yeah.
but
Now,
maybe-
now
maybe
they,
should have
the
figured
croc,
it,
the gate,
but-
the gator is going to kill him first, so we have maximum screen time of those bikini babes.
Oh wait, I think I remember how this goes from now on.
spoils.
Gator is going to eat him. Full stop.
Yes, yes. No, and I'm not
Spoil.
gonna spoil it. I'm not gonna spoil
Good.
it. Don't worry.
Privileged. Not really an honor to have watched it.
I didn't
twice,
listen to what
but-
they actually said, so I don't know. Why did he go over there? What's his goal?
I think he wanted them to go over there to take the picture, and they were like, "You do it."
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a nice reaction.
Run! Run like the wind!
Like the wind, yeah.
Question. Did you just run through the jungle to this waterfall? Did you not come in a car or anything?
They don't go far from the
Oh,
water.
they were obviously walking.
Come on, let's be prepared. Didn't you say you were in Girl Scouts? All I ever did was sell cookies. Back there, I thought you were.
They sound very panicked for just seeing a giant crocodile eat a person in front of them.
So do I have to censor the nipples kind of sticking out? Or...
His style was
I mean, ordinarily
If
I
you
would
make
say
it a
no
little bit
because
Is he going
nipples
to
are a
actually
thing
find
everyone
the
has
stick?
seen.
No.
No. But like for YouTube reasons, maybe censor them. But I don't know. I don't care.
I just
That's-
got tiny
I think
dino.
with
Two
bikini
of them.
it's a good way.
awesome.
I mean, the movie itself isn't censored on YouTube.
This would be great press
The video is not age
So
restricted.
if as long as we put movie English at the bottom right, I think it'll be fine.
Yes. Well, it will be on the bottom left and mirrored.
The whole point.
So it'll be evil.
Yeah.
Well put, my friend.
Avon.
Well put.
But I'm still gonna do whatever it takes to cover this story.
Well, the first thing it takes is not getting kicked off the mission. If you want to be part of the team, you got to follow orders. Or you can go home without a story. It's your choice.
Okay, Scott. Okay, I'll be good.
Isn't she a scientist? Why does she want a story? Is she a journalist?
Well, maybe,
No, she can't.
maybe she's a journalist. So the blonde one is the scientist, and she's the
But
journalist.
he was her professor, so clearly she studied with him, and he's definitely a scientist.
She has a degree in journal.
Generology, yes.
Journalology.
Exactly. PM. American flags in the background.
This is
Michael Bay
subtle
influence.
compared to like a Michael Bay movie. This is subtle. You can't. I don't think those American flags were planned to be in the shot. That was just some guy whose house just happens to have American flags.
I mean, considering how many Americans don't know Hawaii is part of America, you know, that's educational content.
I mean, it's part of America in the state sense, but it
Part of the
as
US.
an island.
you
Yeah.
this, but the reason I'm on the trip is because my dad paid for it.
Paid for what?
Paid for everything. All the equipment, the boat, the plane, the whole expedition. Of course. But it was my idea. I mean, I was gonna go skiing in
So Ed Sheeran over here is our protagonist.
by Scott, and I was like, that's way cooler.
That's admirable.
Easily more forgettable than
Again?
Volcanoes.
our previous
Chris
guy.
Pratt.
Dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris Pratt.
Dick. Yeah, I know. I'm in love to Dick.
Oh.
Yes.
You said his name so often. You knew that was
I mean,
coming.
his name is Dick Sidney. You gotta love that.
Sydney.
Sydney.
Yeah.
Dick Sidney.
Dick Sydney
Yeah.
for Dino Croc 4.
Volcano watchers. Somebody could get killed.
And
Dick
props,
Sidney's revenge.
and props to Dick Sidney for actually surviving the film.
Yeah. The prequel, Rise of Dick
Yeah, usually
Sidney.
the big hunter guy gets killed in these horror movies.
Oh, your boss told me to look for a little lady.
Yeah.
Howdy lips and a word.
Yeah.
Ma'am, that's you.
Jake Kirkpatrick. I saw you on television.
Ma'am, I was never convicted and all charges were dropped.
I meant on the Nature Channel.
Oh.
Okay, okay.
That was awkward.
It was
So-
really awkward.
Yeah.
Cute.
I'm now automatically assuming he's like going to be a villain of this film.
Yeah,
If you
he's
start like, oh yeah, I wasn't convicted, I was actually doing whatever.
Let's get something.
Charges were dropped.
they have nothing against me, and he definitely did it.
This is my show.
So since this is taking place on like a tropical resort, I'm assuming the human villain of the movie is going to be like the mayor or something who doesn't want to close down, even though there's danger,
The
you know,
Jaws-
just like in
The
Jaws.
Jaws.
The
Yeah.
Jaws mayor.
So where we parked?
What's over here?
I feel like it's gonna be this movie's Dick Sidney, but evil.
Yeah.
Full Dick.
Hey, give me that one.
If he's evil, then he's definitely going to die.
I don't think the film's gonna set up like, oh, yeah, no, they're not gonna set up the evil mayor sort of trope. I don't think they have the budget to like get any more actors in.
Well, they are not going to set it up, but that doesn't mean it still can't just happen out of nowhere. They have a scene
True.
of one.
Hey, we're ready. Ryan, you got everything? I bet you, Doc.
So yeah, I mean, you didn't lie about the Hawaiian music. That's really annoying.
I never lie. I'm called Honest Armin.
Like the chorus stuff is Damon Ebner's best work on these movies. The rest is just generic stuff.
They probably didn't had him compose it. It's just taken from somewhere
Top
else.
music, yeah.
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 So this one has royalty-free
Okay.
Hawaiian music. The previous one had royalty-free piano music.
Ready to ride?
Oh, I'm ready. Are you?
What's the next one gonna be? Royalty-free banjo music for Dino Croc vs. Supergator.
Danger music?
Danger
Yes.
music. It doesn't take place in like
Oh, danger music.
Banjo. Actual banjos.
Banjo. Okay.
Joe.
Make-
You know,
makes
like
more
the
sense than
Australopithecus
banjo music.
specimen. Banjo.
Yes. He's like, you remember the scientist guy from like the first film? He's like the discount version of that. Like the actor.
Old guy.
New concoction that can stop a herd of wild elephants.
I mean, there's two old guys in this film. There was also old wheelchair guy.
Oh, don't you worry. They're in the game.
Yeah, but
And this
old
is-
wheelchair guy doesn't
I
seem to
don't know if
matter.
old,
Yeah.
I don't think old wheelchair guy is going to do anything.
And what's that?
He can't even get into the forest with that wheelchair.
That it's essential that the nature
He can't
But I
get
have
to
a
the
feeling-
waterfall, guys. He's
Yeah.
safe.
I have a feeling all the Supergator action scenes are going to be just in the forest. They don't have the budget to actually show it wrecking here the houses or something like that.
Yeah. Plot twist: the wheelchair guy shows up in the end with a rocket launcher and kills Supergator.
You bet it is.
Or that.
And don't call me honey.
Either he has nothing to do at all or he's Chekhov's gunman at the 11th hour.
Yes.
Yeah. The wheelchair kills Dino Croc.
It's not
Like
Dino
chasing
Croc,
them
it's Supergator. They are two totally different characters. As you
Yeah,
can
get
clearly
it
tell
right,
from the
Carol.
fact that there's a Dino Croc versus Supergator movie.
How could I be so foolish? I have
And
sinned.
I'm gonna kick you out of the podcast just for that.
It's just Armin. And me sometimes.
Talking to myself.
Armin is watching Dino Croc versus Supergator by himself.
Yeah, the podcast ends with me shooting myself.
Okay.
Oh, you will edit random sounds of the other podcast members into it to make it sound like you are actually talking to them.
Yeah, joke's on you. I already prepared a soundboard.
Sassy soundboard is just entirely "you idiot" over and over.
Yes.
Yeah. Yo
My
is just
soundboard
laughing
is
across.
just
Is that
series
Dino
of
Croc in the
swears.
background or 3 ducks? That's 3 ducks.
That's 3 ducks.
Oh, 5 ducks.
Actually,
now.
3 ducks, 4 ducks combined to
It's the
form Supergator.
Untitled Goose Game.
5 ducks.
They're
5
about
ducks.
to
Oh
take that
Christ!
bell.
The ducks are gonna kill everyone. They're multiplying.
So I hate how obvious all these setups are. Oh look, 2 women alone in the woods. Guess what happens?
Lesbian sex tape.
I mean, guess what happens in a movie like this, not guess what happens in general. So Armin, you said that. I didn't think about it, you said that.
Sure, put the blame on me.
You said
Yes.
it. Yes! Everybody gang up on Armin. The one with the crocodile avatar.
Oh, it was
Okay,
Iron,
I cannot argue with that. Yeah, exactly.
How come there's no Caprosuchus horror movie yet?
Thank God.
I mean, obviously it would be
it's just
terrible,
like
but
it's just like 3 meters long and boring now that it got downsized. So
but
For
That
3
doesn't
meters
stop
long
people-
and a little leggy, but not like the original artwork. So it's just
there's a movie called Mega Piranha, and the Mega Piranha in that movie is like the size of a helicopter. So obviously the size of the real animal doesn't matter.
I'm not even sure if that was intentionally a reference to the species Mega Piranha.
from what I remember looking into this stuff, it may have been.
I know
think-
It's like,
Piranha
with,
3D
like there's a movie
was
called Predator X. It was in reference to the Predator X pliosaur.
there are actually
I
2
saw
movies
the-
that feature Predator X. In one, it's actually a pliosaur in a swamp. In the other one, it's just a big lizard in the Arctic.
It's fine, Sean. Spill it. He's got a right to know.
So one part got right. Oh yeah, it's a pliosaur. And the other part got right. Oh yeah, it was found up there in
In the north,
Arctic.
yes.
Svalbard.
Dude, I was
Yeah.
so hammered.
Spitsbergen.
All right, bartender gives me 1 shot. 1 shot of this stuff.
One shot, one opportunity.
60-40.
What are we even watching now?
Watching the
I don't know,
next group of people
people
that are
trying
about to
to-
get eaten.
Get stoned.
This is
Something.
the unreleased Jurassic Park film where it's a bunch of teenagers on an island. That was an actual thing, by the way. Just making that clear.
Yeah.
But that ended up being. I think that was supposed to be
I'm not
Jurassic Park 3,
I'm there in your 40.
and then
I mean,
they
Jurassic
actually made-
Park 3 spot still turned out like a B movie, but it's
right
better
now,
than a
I'm
bunch of
debating
teenagers.
in my head whether that might have been better than the actual Jurassic Park 3 we got or not.
I'm a fan of Jurassic Park 3, to be honest. Not gonna lie. But
Well,
I know
after
that's an
Jurassic World
unpopular
Fallen
opinion.
Kingdom, I guess I'm a fan now. There are people that are fans of anything.
Well, obviously not. And that's why he's employee number 2. You got to put your hand in and grab him.
For this, I get 2 company cars.
are we watching?
He has an alligator farm T-shirt. That's foreshadowing.
This is like, it's like a. Is that a wasp nest or something? Or a beehive?
I think
it's
so.
like a.
Nice. That
Oh,
could be
nice.
the secret formula, boys. Oh, 10% for you to keep the secret.
Are they going to use it as lube? I have no idea what the point of this is.
Okay. 3 guys in the forest with a bunch of loop. Okay.
Okay.
That's.
Standing 3
Supergator
feet
is-
apart. Okay.
Put
I mean, at least that it's gonna be equal fan service, I suppose.
Shake.
You are right. What the hell are we watching right now?
Pointless fella scenes.
This is how you attract the Supergator by using a bunch of lube.
But I threw in some magic mushroom, just to...
Lube
That
up
was a-
Supergator and see what happens.
Here's the clinical
Gator.
trials, boys.
I'll drink to that. Hook me up, dude.
You know,
Just
it's-
waiting for the Supergator take at this point. Yeah, do we really need to watch them drink whatever that stuff was from the wasp nest or something?
I think, from what I remember, the thing was that they're trying to find something that cures hangover instantly. So they're trying to get wasted and see if it works.
Getting eaten by Supergator also cures your hangover instantly.
True that.
We'll be dead.
But I mean,
Oh, she just said it, Phobosuchus.
yes, Phobosuchus. She said it in the English version as well. I'm glad I got the confirmation of that.
Did you say Pliocene?
Maybe. I think it's something we've seen. Pliocene or Miocene. Obviously the wrong.
I swear she said Pliocene. Which, I mean, props to that, because Pliocene is much more realistic than Cretaceous for an extant prehistoric animal. But at the same time,
but not when it's Phobosuchus.
Quote unquote, Phobosuchus would be Cretaceous.
But Phobosuchus also isn't real anymore. So.
Anymore, yes. Also, it doesn't matter when it was alive, because it is a cloning subplot anyways. It's just genetic research thing, not one that just randomly survived.
No, it would be funnier if this one randomly survived, because that would mean the plot wouldn't even make sense if this was a sequel to Dino Croc.
Yeah, Phobosuchus, not real anymore. Used to be, well, it now is Dinosuchus.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that. I was assuming the people who are watching our podcast know that Phobosuchus is like an old name that's nowadays Dinosuchus.
I'm just putting out. We are watching Supergator. Let's try to get some science into this.
And now let's complete our spectrum of content by mentioning Paleomedia, which is that Animal Armageddon actually has Phobosuchus as Phobosuchus.
Yeah, I know they had Phobosuchus. Also, there just was one.
There was an actual Phobosuchus. Damn, so realistic.
Damn.
Yes. You can make it unrealistic because it doesn't exist. It doesn't have to look real because it's not real.
I mean,
so I missed
it.
So I guess it already has like a tracking device, because there was no scene where they put the tracking device into it. So I'm assuming she just put it there from the beginning. So it's now built like the Dominus.
Makes more sense than just Dino Croc, where they just didn't do anything.
Oh yeah, he told a joke last week.
And at least it doesn't claw its own thing out, its own tracking device. So that's one point. That's one point to Supergator 0 to Jurassic World.
Yeah, because the Dominus Rex was so smart. This one isn't smart. This one is a giant, stupid monster that is still going to outsmart them at some point for some stupid plot twist or something.
Oh, you got our unimportant side characters are clearly just crocodile, gator foods, gonna meet.
Imagine watching this out of context and being like, are you sure this is a horror movie and not like a completely different kind of movie?
Where is he? He's back there. He got my friend. I'm calling the police. Can you give me a description? What does he look like? What is he wearing? He's a gator. He's totally huge. Like a monster. He got Gigi and ate her. I can
Okay.
assure you there are no alligators in Hawaii. In fact, there are no dangerous
She would
animals
look a
at
little
all.
bit more distressed.
You got the word of an environmental.
Also the idea, someone got my friend, instead of just immediately screaming, a giant monster got my friend.
I'm not high. You're high. I'm sorry, but this is our last day here in paradise, and we're not gonna spend it on your meltdown.
I'm assuming the bikini woman is now like a secondary protagonist who has to prove that she's not crazy, so I'm assuming those two girls are the ones who are going to get killed. Yeah.
You don't need to prove you're not crazy if everyone who believes you're crazy dies.
Talk to a doctor. Maybe he can give you
Life hack.
That's smart.
sunstroke too, okay?
I can tell from the soundtrack that the giant mosquitoes are coming, so...
Really amazing here.
I wonder if we ever see her again.
I think we are going to see her. Oh, great.
Oh, that's a
Right,
prosthetic.
who's getting eaten
Oh,
right now?
this is Jurassic Prey level of movie making. Just close-ups and shaking and a bunch of blood.
At least there's some practical effects thrown in there.
Don't even know, do you have to censor it because you can barely see what's going on.
But at the same time, there's also no value to what was shown either. So like, there's no negative effects to censoring it. I can describe it in one sentence: the girls died. There.
Yeah. I don't know.
Props to getting to the point quick.
Yeah, it would have been even more annoying if, like, 20 minutes later we still see those two and know, yeah, they're just going to walk right into the Supergator.
Also, I mean, gotta love how that entire, all the scenes with those two girls didn't amount to anything. They met the girl that survived, said she was crazy, and then died.
Yeah.
Like, say what you want about Dinocock, at least the scenes in that movie had a point.
And this movie has really bad pacing. It's just, technically, this is all taking place over, like, 1 hour?
No.
Like with Dinocock, where you have a clear opening.
Of random scenes.
Yeah, you get random character introduction, yeah? You get 10 minutes of them screwing around doing basically nothing, and then they die, and you just wasted a bunch of time on characters nobody cares about. Like, at least Dinocock had a good pacing.
It had normal
like Dinocock has clear, separate acts.
And while personally I don't think a film needs 3 separate acts, it needs a structure of some sort rather than just random scenes.
Okay, act was the wrong word, but yeah, Dinocock has separate scenes, you know, okay, now it's the night scene.
No, I mean, Dinocock does have a 3-act. It does have 3-act structure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it does. You've got the intro, then you've got the part where they meet the scientist, which is kind of getting into Act 2, but they try to fight it actively. And then you've got the climax, of course.
Yeah. You've got the moment of like emotional tension when like the boy dies, which is like the will he, you know, decide to save the day. And then you have the other stuff. And then you have the bit where they get tied up and they try to feed Dinocock dogs, which is, you know, a staple of all 3-act structures.
See? Everyone is getting some fan service right here.
Like, I mean, in this movie, we are now almost 40 minutes in, and I still don't have the feeling that this is now the second act, really, because there wasn't a proper first act.
Nothing's happened. Nothing. Yeah. It's just, oh, these people are tracking Supergator.
I mean, you are saying Dinocock versus Supergator is even worse. It can't be worse than this.
No, it's not really worse, I suppose. It's better, I think, actually.
Yeah, nothing.
Just by having 2 monsters means there are more scenes of them doing anything, and you have like a proper climax with them fighting. I'm assuming.
You've got a direct conflict between 2 entities. So automatically, I mean, this is just Dinocock kills people, the movie. And also renames himself Supergator.
I still think that Dinocock was
crocodile formerly known as
reach the heights, quote unquote, of the first movie, but it's better than this one.
Okay.
So Dinocock is a Supergator, and at the very bottom, Supergator.
Yeah. So this is the best of the worst, and we're going to destroy this one.
This is the worst of them.
Worst of the worst. Dinocock versus Supergator, do they team up at the end to fight the third monster?
No.
Oh. I don't
That's
know
actually gonna be in the sequel, Dinocock versus Supergator 2, in which they end up teaming up against Dino Shock. Coming, I don't know, December 2020.
Time to write a fandom article about it.
Yes.
Benedict Cumberbatch is Dinocock.
Yes.
Liam Neeson is Dino Shock.
As seen in Walking with Dinosaurs 2.
Oh.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm not gonna censor that because that's I don't know
what I'm looking at.
I'm surprised this giant Supergator is leaving behind stuff at all.
Oh my god, liverwurst.
Gasp!
Yeah, it looks like liverwurst.
Oh, whatever it is, God, it looks like a human body part.
It doesn't.
At least make it like an arm or a leg so it's more obvious what it is.
But that would be a Jurassic Park ripoff.
Okay,
Or a Star Wars
he's
ripoff.
the hunter.
Or Jaws.
I mean,
Because
it
it
already
found
is
an arm in
it already
Jaws.
is a Jaws ripoff. So
Why the hell you
Touche.
insisting on a private wildlife refuge?
We're volcanologists. And who are you? And what do you mean by?
Oh, they're
It's a
volcanologists.
sanctuary for endangered species. Gonna have you all taken in for poaching.
I'm Alexandra Stevens, Department of Geology, University of Hawaii at Manoa. Dr. Scott.
Hey, geology.
Our request.
My group.
Monitor the volcano's activity.
The rainforest on both sides of the river and the waterfall.
my favorite dinosaur discoverers, along with archaeologists,
I want you gone.
Yeah, I'm assuming.
letting that one slide. That was sarcasm.
Travelers as part of the sale.
Look, we just want to use.
I'm surprised there hasn't been like the word archaeologist or paleontologist in this movie yet.
Wait, don't you want to know if there's hot lava running through the refuge?
None of them are, actually relevant to the plot.
That's right.
None of them have anything to do, like,
There's the trail.
with the exception of Bad Guy 1, Bad Guy 2, they don't have any connection to, like, Dino Croc. Supergator.
Supergator.
Dino Croc.
Okay, I know the new drinking game comment for this one. It's every time you say Dino Croc instead of Supergator.
Yes, please. Oh, we see her again. That's.
No, if she actually gets eaten at the end, I would be so pissed off because we spent so much time with her just running away.
I'm gonna have a nice scene where, like, Supergator is trying to eat her, like, through the vines and the trees and stuff.
So basically,
Ah,
like
that
this
would be
one
good
shot
to
from
animate.
Jurassic Park 3 with the Spinosaurus. Where it tries to
I was
get through
thinking
the
more along the
trees.
lines. No, more along the lines of Land Before Time, where, like, the T-Rex trying to eat through the vines.
Okay.
The original.
Family, all right?
I don't
Good
think
film.
these people have watched Land Before Time.
You know,
They just know
There was
Jurassic
another,
Park.
there was another film in which they do. Avatar. They do that in Avatar as well.
Desalinization plant.
That's it.
What he said.
Avatar also had Jurassic Park sound effects for its aliens.
Can I join the party now?
Like their Thanos, their Thanatos, whatever it was called.
Thanos.
The
It had a
Thanator.
name like that. The Thanator. It had the Jurassic Park T-Rex roar, and it was very distracting.
I hadn't noticed.
Just
the only
imagine.
reason I watched Avatar was not because of any of the 3D hype or because it was James Cameron. It was just because Darren Naish made that Tetsu article about the aliens and mentioned how they were
I
designed by
randomly
Wayne
caught it on
Barlow.
TV one day. So
Just took it on DVD from the library once.
it was an okay movie, I guess.
Not bad. I do do respect the technology.
Yeah, I agree with it. Really
Yeah.
respect the technology, but I really
The sound
can't get
design.
into the
I
other
really
stuff.
like the sound design. It's got a great feeling, like the music and the sound effects. It's very like Disney's Dinosaur, like the opening of that extended into film. It's nice. Oh, hi, Supergator.
Also, yeah,
How's
I
your
like
sex
that
life?
we're talking about Avatar instead of this movie.
Oh,
Oh.
Um,
Well,
yeah,
this is
but,
like the reverse of the kid's decapitation
Yeah.
scene.
should I even censor it because it looks so terrible?
You could show, like, for the brief second that he doesn't. You could show censor for a short scene. I don't know.
we'll see in post.
You'll see. Yeah,
Right now we have to
can
pay
do
attention
one
to the movies,
without
guys.
censoring, and I will see what YouTube thinks about that.
I don't think YouTube is going to care because this movie right now doesn't have any age restriction.
Might
Does it?
have a monetization claim. I mean, not that we really care, but
Yeah, because it totally monetizes our videos. Am I right, guys?
I mean, other people are. There are like whole channels dedicated to trash horror movies, and they don't necessarily censor something like that either. They do censor every single nipple, on the other hand.
Yeah, YouTube is weird.
Alright, back to Avatar.
We love-
Much more interesting discussion than this. So, 2020, we will have Avatar 2, I think. Or is it 2021?
it's 2020, maybe. But I don't care. It was
I
supposed
think
to come
it's
out like 3 years ago.
2021, 12 years after the first one.
I really don't care much. Definitely not
I
for the
think the
stuff.
fir-
The only thing the only thing I can see myself being interested in is seeing the environment and the creatures again.
Yeah. I'm going
But
to watch the first sequel, but I don't care that there are like 3 or 5 more of them.
Yeah. I think it's supposed to be like a 6-film series or something. This is terrible
Oh, I
sound
can
design.
barely hear it.
I can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was asking, was it one of you guys? Because right now I can't hear the dialogue. We can't blame it on the movie. Maybe it's just this particular upload on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah,
By the way,
I
we
feel
are
like
not
the
advocating for
music in this
piracy.
upload is much louder than the audio.
I can live with that.
But this is not music right now.
Yeah,
This is-
I think this one in particular is on the movie.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Because it sounds like there's a waterfall in the background, which makes
Yeah,
sense, I guess.
they were filming this while standing right next to that damn waterfall. Also, hey, you might get your Land Before Time scene because she's still inside inside the vines. They also had a primeval scene like that in season 4, episode 1 with the Spinosaurus.
Oh no, it's even worse.
Well,
It's
this
this
guy
guy.
doesn't look distraught at all.
He's just gonna swallow her whole.
What?
He's gonna swallow her whole. What?
This guy.
This guy is going to
See
swallow
how
her.
menacingly he's approaching from behind? He's the real monster of the movie.
Somebody out here?
Oh my god, I heard you, but I thought it was the gator.
So you see him too?
Yeah, he killed my friend and the photographer out of shoot by the waterfall.
He got my friends too.
Acting is so bad. Like,
He's headed this way.
be a bit more panicked.
I'd rather take my chances here.
I'm surprised the movie isn't that cheap that his first thought is like, wow, you're so hot or something like that.
Just an Owen Wilson sound effect. Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
maybe they become a couple in the end. He's, I don't know, brave or something, or helping her survive.
He is brave, sits in fetal position next to her.
Is Supergator bipedal or quadrupedal?
I think he's a mix. I think he's more facultative than the original, and he
Yeah,
also has tiny voices.
Yeah, he's basically
like,
the interrupter.
Yeah. And, yeah. Oh, he's just eating.
Oh no,
Was it
he
the
killed the ball.
Spinosaurus, raw?
It was pointless. The entire thing amounted to nothing.
Told you.
So we
Okay,
spent
but-
like 3/4 hours with this bikini girl, and she didn't do anything.
Spent so much time with the guys, and they did nothing.
Yeah.
We spent more time
Yeah,
with
but-
people who've done nothing than these guys who are obviously going to stop Supergate.
Yeah.
Also, really,
Yeah,
both
we are
times we had the
actually-
same setup. We have 3 people, 2 of them die immediately, 1 gets away, only to then get killed later.
We are 45 minutes in, and our definitive main characters don't even know that Supergator is a thing.
Feel like our definitive main characters
God,
don't
yeah.
probably exist. Oh right, I think you said that during the Dino Croc recall. You said like it takes an hour before they even encounter Supergator, and I thought you were joking.
Nope, I was
Oh,
serious.
exaggerating.
They keep running around and have no idea what's going on. They're like completely disconnected from the plot of the
more
movie.
than halfway through the film, and nothing
Yes,
of
we are
value
already-
has happened.
Well, Supergator ain't a couple of...
Dino Croc is a masterpiece compared to this.
Yes. It's another magma tunnel. Supergator is definitely hiding in there like the Baryonyx. We've got our
Yeah,
crossover.
also, since I would assume that the volcano would play a role by now.
Nah.
They don't have the
Good
budget
play,
to
bro.
show an actual volcano explosion.
Pretty much.
Just going to shake the camera and say, "Oh no, it's erupting! Run!"
Run!
Then they'll run, even though
Not
supposedly the
even
ground
with
is
that
shaking.
not even with that much passion, Armin. Run.
They just outrun a pyroclastic flow again.
Should go.
Wait, they can't afford a pyroclastic flow anyways.
The movie doesn't even know the word pyroclastic flow. It's going to be lava. It's going to be super fast moving lava. If at all.
You see all the volcanic rock? It's not a cave. It's a lava tube. It comes up somewhere on the volcano.
Hate to go back to those pissant volcanologists. I guess that's the only way we're gonna find out where this thing goes to.
Let's go find him.
Oh, maybe it's a gateway to the center of the Earth.
I mean, a Gatorway?
Gatorway. A Gatorade.
Not sponsored, but please sponsor us.
This podcast is sponsored by Gatorade. Today we are talking about Dino Croc versus Super Gatorade. Have I mentioned the word Gatorade enough times yet? Let me open a cold Gatorade.
Gatorade, Gatorade, Gatorade.
Gatorade.
This is where all the latest seismic activity.
Actually, if we want to get sponsored by Gatorade, we should review the movie Megapython vs. Gatoroid.
Oh, yes.
Because it even sounds similar.
Python versus Gatorade.
Yeah.
Would be a more
Intentionally
interesting sponsorship than NordVPN or Skillshare or whatever everybody's using nowadays.
It's usually NordVPN. Or some app game.
Ah, yeah, I had the app game once. Don't you guys have phones?
Okay, I finished downloading. Let's move.
It's a great idea to film here up on the mountain and don't bother with the sounds mixing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about earlier. We just don't get many people
What?
here. Listen, I was wondering if you could give us some information. The lava tube down by the waterfall? Do you know where it leads to? A vent up on the volcano.
You know where exactly?
There's quite a few of them.
Show us where they are. Why should we?
You said Supergator and this one is also a science experiment.
Yes.
So, is the science lab located inside the volcano?
That would be badass, but no.
So I was assuming they would go to the... Because right now the volcano has nothing to do with the Supergator.
It doesn't, no.
Because now I was waiting for it. Either it comes from the center of the Earth and came to the surface via the volcano, or the facility where it was created is located inside the volcano, like some supervillain there.
Yeah, Supergator was actually created by Dr. Evil.
Regarding Syndrome from The Incredibles, but sure.
Dr. Draken from Kim Possible.
We're getting all the supervillains down.
Check B camera east.
Oh, wheelchair guy is still in this movie.
Repeat, check out camera B.
Oh, this is he's the guy in the chair who was checking all the...
He's the guy in the chair in more ways than one.
That's how they cast him. Okay, your role is the guy in the chair. Do you mean like a wheelchair, or am I looking at the monitors? Yes.
Okay, Ryan, here's a chance to make up for the Jeep. Should go over that flank, okay? Check B camera and see if there's a difference in the slope angle. Can you do that?
Yeah, I'm on it. Go get him, big boy.
Oh yeah, great. Maybe use like a geologist hammer or something. Any one of them should have a hammer. You can't go up into the mountains as a volcanologist without a hammer. Proper shoes. Maybe not shorts that would rip off your kneecaps if you fall onto the ground.
It has to be a bikini for everyone.
That's just how he dies. He
But they have
busts
no
the
safety
kneecap
helmets.
and falls into the volcano.
I wonder if anybody here in this movie will... Well, we already had one death that was just a person falling from a cliff. Maybe someone will just fall into the volcano.
He's not dead. He's dead. No, he's not.
It's the Indoraptor.
Oh wow, it does look like the Indoraptor.
Actually, it does look like a couple of Jurassic World hybrids, mostly from
You see, he shouldn't have
Baryonyx. It's Indoraptor with Baryonyx jaw.
None of this would have happened if he was wearing long trousers.
Yeah, you need pads on your knees. They would fend off the jaws.
Supergator. I'm surprised.
So how did that thing get up on the mountain? It's like the Stegosaurus from the
through the
Big Rock
vents?
video.
I think that's the idea. It came up through the vents.
2.62 millimeter.
Yeah, but at some point
So-
events have to go upright. I think.
Maybe? I'm no volcanologist,
Okay.
so I won't know.
Yeah, I'm not either. Yeah.
Yeah, we've gone a bit off topic. We really should be venting about this movie.
Oh, the volcano finally decided it's a part of this movie.
Tremor.
So I think if there are tremors, you definitely wouldn't stay here. You would. Yeah. Maybe hurry a bit more. Would try to take my stuff with me, but I can understand if you are to panic.
Okay, it's obvious. She's gonna survive because she's long trousers. He's gonna die because he has shorts.
Also, he's the old guy with the gun.
Yeah.
He's going to deliver the finishing blow on Supergator, but still die. Imagine how
Quick,
anticlimactic
both
it would be if all these people just die from this landslide. Like, Supergator doesn't kill anybody anymore, it's just these people getting crushed by rocks.
Roll credits.
Looks like we got the
There's
wrong
actually
pathologist here.
an half hour of just
What you need
credits.
during an earthquake, not some harebrained volcanologist. Now all we have to do is watch out for aftershocks.
A volcanologist should also be aware of earthquakes.
Rocks are being tossed out by the volcano. And usually an eruption follows an earthquake.
So there will be an eruption.
We don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? It's your job, pal.
Look, volcanology is not an exact science.
Okay.
He's right about that.
We make our best
Right.
guess, alright? That's it. What did Max say?
Thermometers are reading heightened activity at the summit.
Volcano weather, right, Scott?
That's right.
Listen, we have endangered species on this preservation. If you could pinpoint the exact time of an eruption, we could get them out of the way of the magma.
Oh, this is really now the plot of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom.
Yep.
We have
If you
endangered
know
species
when
on this
the
island.
volcano is gonna erupt, you can save them. Which doesn't even make sense because it's fucking Hawaii. What are you gonna do? Catch a bunch of birds and just like an hour before the volcano erupts? But I mean, I guess it doesn't matter because it's just a lie anyways. They aren't actually caring about the endangered animals. Oh.
We don't know what island of Hawaii this is. Or maybe this is like a fictional island that actually has some.
We gotta
This is
save
actually-
the Hawaiian, the, I don't know, tapirs or something.
What we're watching is actually Lockwood's first attempt to save the dinosaurs.
Yeah. He struggled with
Oh,
this
Brian.
one baryonyx. Oh, this one
Yeah,
now.
he only struggled because, unbeknownst to him, the baryonyx is actually what?
Okay, that looks
Wait,
very.
wait, what's going on right now? What?
Well, the camera activated by itself, I guess.
But like the camera played back what happened because he was looking down the lens, or
And just that specific
What?
scene of how he
It's
died
very,
and
it's very high
nothing
tech.
else.
It can rewind itself.
What
The
hell
camera
is
can
this?
rewind itself.
camera's actually the protagonist all along.
I mean, we had a camera scene earlier with the shooting. Oh, somehow the thing hasn't. It has only eaten his legs.
My
The rest of the
legs!
body is still there.
What?
This is
He
his
went away,
Tyrannosaurus
came
Rex.
back. This is, and so it went away, and then it came back the same way they came. What?
I mean, baryonyx in the raptor hybrids are unpredictable.
It's a mutation.
Because that's why the first attempt by Lockwood failed, because Wood secretly created the first Indoraptor with baryonyx DNA, and he set it loose on the island.
You let us wander up here? We weren't sure where it was. And if you recall,
That's
we tried
deep
to
lore.
discourage y'all from coming up
Yeah.
I'm sure where it was, even though we had a tracker on it.
Use it.
He chewed it out.
I'm getting my team off this rock before it blows. I suggest you do the same thing.
That bullet didn't seem to phase him none. You best watch your step.
keep going.
I'm waiting.
Hey, the
That's the
waterfall is
waterfall
back.
again.
You've got to get back to the resort.
Chekhov's waterfall, guys.
Before the volcano blows.
Oh, that would imply that they actually that it's important in some way and not just a location. If
No,
the
no.
volcano erupts
In the end,
and the lava
the
goes into the
waterfall-
volcano,
The waterfall
waterfall-
erupts and covers the volcano in water. So that's
if
how I
something
stopped
like
the
that
eruption.
happens, then it would be Chekhov's waterfall. Otherwise, it's just a cheap location.
Fine.
This music is worse than all the music from Dino Croc.
It's just the same few notes repeated over and
Yeah.
over again.
That's how
How
they
did we
got
get-
him back. Yeah. Zero water dispense.
Good
Okay.
job.
Now they are suddenly like 5 meters away from the boat. Now it's taking
And
its
suddenly
time.
Supergator is just super slow.
I mean, he has already eaten. He's just trolling at this point. Now he's going to come up from below.
Yeah, what happened to the blonde one?
I guess,
Then-
yeah, I guess the blonde one got. You're right.
She just like, kind of
It just
disappeared
ate
after
it
falling
and
into the
didn't even
water.
show it. They just, yeah, it already ate that one and it didn't even show it.
Oh wait, we're not. I just mentioned it.
Yeah, you are more aware than the movie.
Oh,
Oh no.
no clue what.
Why
She
did
gets
she
just passed
stay
out or
below
something.
water? Yeah. Okay, the croc is going to eat her. The croc is only going to eat white people in this. It's going to eat her. It's going to eat them both. And okay, it's just going to eat someone.
No, it's just
But
gonna eat
otherwise
her.
it's
It's
another
just gonna eat
person.
scientist book. There.
Okay, there goes our main antagonist, I suppose.
I thought
Because-
the old guy with the gun was like the antagonist.
No, the old guy with the
There's
gun
no
was just
antagonist.
hired by her. She's the scientist who was working on Supergator, I think.
Oh right,
So
yeah.
like with her dead, the guy has literally no reason to go after Supergator anymore.
Usually, if you have the guy who created the monster, usually he's like one of the last people to die. So throughout
Like
the
they did in
movie,
Dino
he
Croc.
can
Dino
walk
Croc,
around the
that's
other
how it
people.
happened.
We're all responsible now.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have to. Dino Rock has a better plot than this. The scientist who created it only gets
Still,
killed.
We
Almost
still
at the end.
have a half hour of this. I'm in
See,
pain.
that's all. That also has credits. I'm assuming there's like 15 minutes of credits.
Let's see.
Let me check.
The
No,
credits
we have
started
2 minutes of
28
credit.
minutes.
We have 2 minutes of credits. 3 minutes of credits.
Yeah,
Oh,
3
really?
minutes.
Yes, we have
Oh my
another
god!
20.
Well, I hope you like having one of the longest podcast episodes.
It's not gonna be our longest, but it's gonna be our it's gonna feel like our longest. At
Yeah,
least
it's
it feels like
dragging
it
so much.
recording.
Okay, if he wants to play Captain Ahab, I can't have any of my team on his boat, okay?
Oh, great. Don't want to sift through highlights for this recording.
You have to. It must be done.
I mean, so far the movie is so awful. I don't even know if there was anything really funny about it.
Flashback at the beginning was pretty good, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Just 1 minute of a guy falling. More action than the rest of the film has had.
Also looked more real.
Who do you think you're kidding? This isn't an alligator you're after, is it? Yes, it is. Prehistoric alligator. Bobosuka.
Hey,
Kim called it a super.
I mean, Phobosuchus, if you see it as a dinosaur, it's an alligatoid.
Yes.
I'm listening.
Like he's
So
halfway
at least
there.
kind of counts.
Better than calling it, better than nicknaming it Dino Croc.
Yes.
I mean, the actual Sarcosuchus is
I
nicknamed
think it literally
Supercroc.
just referenced Dino Croc.
Oh, what, really?
Yeah, there was a company a couple of years ago, and he just said, "Oh, it started up again." So
Is this old guy supposed to be Dick Sidney?
no, he's definitely not Dick Sidney.
Over there on the bank, fisherman. Get away from the water.
Get away from the water. Most kills have been on
We
land
tried.
so far. Supergator attacks you on the
Oh, what?
volcano. I think being close to the water doesn't matter.
Fake.
That is the weirdest volcanic eruption question mark I've seen.
Oh, at this point, it's just smoking. It's about to erupt.
Oh, but there was lava, I think. Or was it just fire?
I think the forests were already on fire. Yeah.
Okay, so the eruption happened off screen because they had that little of a budget.
Doesn't even matter because they are far away from the volcano at this point.
The volcano doesn't affect the plot at the moment. Because even if it wasn't for the volcano, they would try to get away just because of the Supergator.
I'm gonna say this, the effects of the back of Supergator isn't that bad. It's not half bad seeing it just lazily swim around.
Yeah, because you
It's
don't
kind
have
of more
to
natural.
animate much.
Yeah, and it's also a bit more like natural than just having like swim around and instantly lunge out at people. So while it's out of character for the killing monster they've created, it's kind of like just having Dino Supergator just swim around lazily.
At least you
I'll give
corrected
him
yourself. It's now Dino Supergator.
Dino Supergator, yes. Yeah, that's terrible. But
And now it's back on land.
Oh, it's a figure guy. Totally needed that.
that same shot twice.
Supergator is like those Bigfoot photos, which are always out of focus. It looks smaller in this scene.
Honestly, I have to
This is the
admit,
Spinosaurus sound, I'm
Supergator-
telling you!
the
It's like the
design
third
and
time
everything of Supergator doesn't look as bad as I remember it.
Yeah,
I mean, it's still not
It
good,
looks a little
but
bit different than the Dino-Croc model. Or maybe that's just
Yeah,
because
it
this
does
one is
look-
moving more on its forelegs.
yeah,
I
Dinosaur
think
was
it
more
might be a
upright.
little bit of a different model. I do think so. A little bit better. I like this one more.
Agreed, yeah.
Or is he going to run him over? Oh, they're going to do the Jurassic Park 3 scene with the Spinosaurus.
Oh my god, oh.
Yes!
Yeah, they did
Oh,
it!
and
Those
I'm telling you,
absolute
that's the
madlands.
Spinosaurus sound effect.
Cooper, no. That was a ripoff.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Constantly hearing the
I did not
Spinosaurus sound.
touch the.
Idiots.
Out of it and start the car. Go, 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 go! Come on, come on, come on, come on. Go! It's not
Oh, now we need this scene.
Are you crazy? That thing is back there! What, do you want to stay here and wait for it? It's safer in here than out
It's not.
Roll up the windows, we'll wait for another car to come by. God only knows when that's gonna be! I will take my chances in here, where it is safe, and running out there in the jungle with an animal chasing after me! You think it's safe in here? Did you see the size of that thing? This vehicle will not
He's now stopping to even try. He's just listening to them.
Like I said, I'll take my chances in here.
Run away by yourself.
Oh yeah, do the window up, because that will stop it.
Oh!
And then he
Just
just
does
comes
the
through
window
other
up
window.
by sticking their arm.
It's
I'm surprised that giant head even fit through the window. It really shouldn't. I think they just wanted to show off that they had a prop for this. So every single kill, they
Yeah.
need to make sure you see that they have an actual physical prop for it.
It's not good enough, so it has to be in close up.
Yeah. And people say anything with physical, practical effects is automatically better.
Oh, they are doing the Spinosaurus bit.
Does that mean she's about to run into a T-Rex? Is this like an early Dino Croc versus Supergator
Yeah, the
movie?
Dino Croc shows up in the fight.
Yeah, they couldn't show it actually breaking through that. Hey,
Oh,
you're
and
even
he's
getting
dead.
your vine skin!
Again, that's why you don't wear shorts. Yeah.
Also, another character who was completely pointless throughout the movie.
Oh, she's like the scientist guy, something Alexandra or something.
Yeah, she's like
Yeah.
the leading scientist guy.
He was!
No, she's wheelchair guy's like associate or understudy or apprentice or other word.
Also, why does the croc just not eat her? What is it doing? Go for the head and make it quick.
We've been sitting here 10 minutes. I'm not waiting any longer. This is my boat. You follow my orders.
What are they?
Take a look up there.
These guys right now are like us, just
Oh
sitting there.
yeah,
and yeah.
it looks so bad.
Yeah, the lava looks so awful.
This thing is gonna blow. We gotta get out of here. What happened to you? It's not.
Oh, it's not erupting. It's just already
It's on
spilling
fire,
over
but it's not
lava
erupting, I
and
guess.
smoking, but it's not
Alternatively erupting.
Science draws a conclusion.
Yes.
We're leaving.
I am
Just look
turning
right
the
at the
boat
camera.
around.
I didn't really like Fallen Kingdom, but at least the eruption was more interesting.
I mean, it just looked better because it's a big budget movie.
Because it is a budget movie.
Oh, there she is. I question why they had to split up in the first place. Because if you're just gonna bring them back together anyways.
I think they were supposed to like warn people about the lava. Because they couldn't see it themselves.
Yeah,
that's
but
why they went.
if you're gonna bring them back together anyways, you might as well just cut out the entire bit that is split up.
Oh, because like runtime, Armin. Literally half this movie could have been cut out, and nothing of value would be lost.
Just put in another 5 minutes of people in bikinis running around and.
This was literal running time. Just watching the girl run around in her bikini.
There's a big
Nice.
luau in the park. Guess they're part of the entertainment. Let's hope they're not the warm-up for something bigger.
Surprised they even have more than just those 10 actors. Oh, now the lava's completely gone.
Like you're right.
The smoke is completely gone.
On again, off again, volcano to another. Don't sound so disappointed. I'm not. Believe me, the last thing I want is for that baby to go off. What I'm worried about is that gator hurting someone. Not if I get a crack at him first. Carla, hop off here and warn everyone.
Volcano erupts, it's just going to throw thousands of Supergators into the air. Like volcanic bombs, but instead of bombs, it's Supergators.
So.
Supergator
rain.
Not eggs, fully grown Supergators.
Yeah,
They're
it's
just going to
Gator
rain down.
rain.
It's like Sharknado, but instead of a nado, it's volcanic
It's rain.
eruption.
It's
instead of
Gator
shark.
rain.
Gator rain, yes, Gator rain. Make that movie.
Yeah.
It's like the holy, well, not Trinity, but it's 4 movies: Tsunami, Lavalantula, Arachnoquake, and
Tornado, and now as the 5th one we have Gator rain.
Gator rain.
AKA Crawl.
You know where I can find the park manager. He's at the Alpha.
It's an actual movie that came out this year. But they're not
Yeah.
raining from the sky, but it's this hurricane and alligators attacking during the hurricane.
That's cool.
There's also
I still
another
have to
film
see-
about how
I
bad
still
weather
have to
and
see that
animals.
movie, but I heard it's good. I
haven't watched
Yeah,
the
no.
movie, but I also heard it's good.
There's another one coming out soon about like a storm created like flooding a city and wild animals. It's called Big Shark.
Isn't that the movie by Tommy
that one is
Wiseau?
that's
Is
by
the one
Tommy
by Tommy Wiseau.
Oh, I'm kind of looking forward for that one. Yeah, to that
I'm
one.
looking forward to that one.
Not in the same way as I want to watch Crawl, but still.
Of course.
Go back to the old valves for the afterburn. Then we're all good.
Hey, look, there's the mayor from Jaws.
Oh,
I really need to talk to you. Everyone in this island is in a lot of danger.
Oh my,
Told you,
Rick,
without any
Rick, I
setup.
salute you. Oh my God, Rick, I'm impressed and really saddened at the same time.
A giant alligator has escaped
Thank
the
you.
endangered species reserve.
That's what she said.
Our team and we think it's headed right here.
Look, what's the idea of the joke? We're in the middle of the biggest luau of the season. You're trying to scare people off?
You have to warn people. Better yet, cancel the luau and get them out of here.
Oh, great. Yeah, right. Then I'd have everybody demanding their money back and no one would ever show up here again.
Fine, do nothing. You're right. Tourists can't demand their money back.
At this point, I'm already predicting that Dino-Croc versus Supergator is going to have a scene like this as well, no matter whether it's established from the beginning or
What
not.
you were saying, I tell you not to call me. Call Wildlife Control.
They really like this boat, don't they? They just wanted. They just
Yeah,
wanted the boat
They're
ride.
gonna use it.
I'm saying
The
like
entire
they're gonna
movie, they
crash
just
into the
wanted the
boat from
boat ride.
Dino-Croc and it coming the other way.
Okay, this looked awful. I know water animation
Yeah.
is hard, but
Oh.
don't do it. Oh,
Deja vu!
What are they doing?
That was
They just shoot at
incredible.
the water.
It's amazing. It's beautiful.
It's, the next Fast and Furious movie has to have a scene where a boat drifts like that.
Let's get back to the dock. Carter's gonna
Fast and
need
the
that
Furious
to
Dino-Croc crossover.
That believe's soon enough.
I would rather watch this than the Fast Furious Jurassic World crossover, which sounds more possible since they are both owned by Universal Pictures.
Oh,
So what Hopkins Shaw was meant to be.
How did the croc
Fast
get
and
out
Furious.
of the river without them noticing it at the boat?
Still tripping from last night.
Everybody's high on this island.
No, seriously. I see like a huge dinosaur-like thing.
oh, it's digigrade, like on its hands as well.
Seriously, it's really happening. It's real.
Nice.
I think I heard the Velociraptor sound. Yes, I'm
Yeah,
hearing the
yeah,
Velociraptor
yeah,
I
sound.
did too. Yeah.
Yes, this movie is worse than the first one. At least the first one used its own sound effects. Oh, look, there's Squidward's house.
Please tell me it's gonna knock it over and oh no. No, I was so
Oh,
I was hoping for it
This
to
is
knock
now like
over
a
the.
cartoon.
Well, the last movie had them drop an animal on a dog and it lost the leg, so
That Moai statue looked so fake. Do you think that was actually a CGI model as well? They just put
that
there so
was
they could have the
definitely
scene where...
CGI.
it's probably CGI.
So they just needed a scene, okay, this time it's going to kill someone behind an object so we don't actually see it. But then for some reason they had some stock Moai model. Or they couldn't
Why
animate
even
it actually
bother?
going
You had a
behind the house.
couple of off-screen deaths already, so also plot twist. Actually, we're gonna use this volcano as a practical effect that looked so bad that they decided to make it an in-universe fake volcano in the end. So
I like to imagine they actually didn't build this. This is just a ceremony that happens on this island and they just filmed it.
I just broke into it afterwards to film the ending.
So maybe they should have established this from the beginning of the movie to make sure everybody understands this is the big event that we need to make sure the Supergator doesn't disturb. But this also shows up without any...
No, we need the volcano subplot that actually leads nowhere.
Oh, this is like in Primeval New World when the drums attract the attention of the Titanoboa.
I've not seen Primeval New World.
It's been a while
yeah.
since I've seen it.
Have you seen it?
It's been a while since
Armin?
I've seen it too, but
I have seen it, yeah, when it originally came out on television. I was
I just
really
watched-
hyped for
oh,
it.
it's not that bad. It's better than this, which isn't high praise.
yeah, but like, A lot of things.
I
are.
really went through a change with it. I loved it originally, then began to hate it, but recently I found a new appreciation for it.
I don't hate it. I don't love it. Also, Spinosaurus sound effect again.
It's, I mean, it never reaches the heights of the original Primeval, seasons 1 and 2 in particular.
Obviously.
But it's not as bad as season 4, to be honest.
Let's find Carla. The Gator may not even be down there. If he ain't there yet, he will be.
How are these idiots still unable to find it? It's killing everyone.
Follow the
So don't
screams.
they have
Steve
a
Black
backup?
already said it.
Yeah. I'm surprised it only killed one guy. I was assuming this is going to be a bloodbath, but I guess they don't have to touch. So yeah, it's bulletproof, just like the Rickraptor.
There's some wild animal on the loose. I'm warning you. If I find out that you're with one of these reality TV shows...
Well, if it's bulletproof, then all they need is a several million-year-old Triceratops horn.
A Triceratops guy. Yes.
This isn't a joke. People are dying.
I'm impressed they're all running in one direction. That's very coordinated fleeing.
Oh, they're just heading to the next Comic-Con counter.
They literally... Oh my god.
And of
He didn't
course
just
he's
get
going
knocked
to...
over, he literally did a roll. Also,
it just
Dino stepped on him. I'm sure that's someone's fetish.
Supergator, not Dino Croc. Do I really have to correct
God
that
damn it,
every
I'm
time?
turning into a Caro.
If, of course, she had to fall. They really love this animatronic head, don't they? And the Velociraptor sound effects. Yes. And again. Step scenes also take forever.
How long do you need to eat some?
Yes, the police are on their way.
And I guess Supergator just left him there.
Yeah, it just stepped on him. It only eats women. Supergator is very misogynist.
Supergator is like a tribal god. He only
Have you
takes
noticed?
virgin
I think
sacrifice.
all the scenes where it's killing a woman are drawn out much more than the scenes where it's eating men. Or at least I got this feeling.
Well, I mean, kinda... The one where he kills the guy in the car is kinda long, but even then, not really.
No, that was very long, I would say.
That guy.
Oh yeah, just
Okay, and
as
he's
we
getting
were
the same
speaking of
treatment,
it.
so I guess we just...
But that wasn't the same treatment, that was much less.
Yeah, that was shorter. I think we have to wait till it kills another woman till we can see with absolute certainty whether the scenes where it kills female characters are more drawn out.
Yeah. But I think they've run out of female characters now. That being said, they can only just pull one out randomly. That's what they've done with most of
Spinosaurus
them.
Roar. I'm surprised they haven't run out of bullets. Another Spinosaurus Roar! Of 3! So it's the same one every time.
Take a shot
at
every
least-
time it makes a Spinosaurus roar. New drinking
Really?
game.
The Spinosaurus Roar and the Raptor sound, those could be two separate take your shots and you would be drunk after both. Also, they got a really nice plan, just keep pumping bullets into it, even though it's obviously not working.
This is where they do the Wizard of Oz thing for the fake volcano. There's a new valve that sends a burst of gas for the eruption. That must be it.
Yeah. We had an actual volcano, but no, we're gonna kill it with a fake volcano.
Oh, they're actually going to kill it just with the fake volcano.
We'll frickin' see the bastard. Now you hit that.
This is really what they're going to do. So instead of talking about the real volcano, they should have established this fake volcano.
Yeah, the entire volcano subplot led nowhere. It's disappointing as hell. A waste of time. And yeah, this is like the... You could have had a scene where you push it into the volcano, I don't know, something. But no, you're gonna kill it with a fake volcano. Well done, that's like what everyone wanted, I guess.
I'll say
because
it
one
is
of the few
surprising.
things-
It is when you see it in full. It's surprisingly like the primeval Caprosuchus.
But it doesn't have the teeth.
Doesn't
I
have
mean,
the
it's just a
tusks, no,
generic
no,
crocodile
actually-
monster.
Yeah, also
Yeah.
the back is really weird and jagged.
I just know one of the few
What, the
things
same
I
shot
saw about
3 times?
Supergator was. Okay.
Oh my god, I love
Doesn't
how
have-
it slipped.
Yeah, that was a nice touch.
Like, I can't wait for it to jump into the water and there being no splashing. Oh, eye close up. we need that.
He's dead. He's dead.
Just screaming.
It's not even. It needs to be directly on the volcano. So why is he sitting directly on the volcano?
Oh, and he's dead.
I'm pretty sure I said that he's going to get killed, but he's going
Yeah.
to help in the croc being defeated. Also, I can't believe how many times they reused that Spinosaurus roar. Wait, what? he wasn't even remotely on there. What an
In the last
underwhelming.
movie, Dino Croc used dynamite to blow up a guy. Now it's the other way around.
But you could have at least made it like have it stand directly over the crater.
Yeah.
The way it was shown looked like it wasn't even going to be hit.
Yeah.
Called this one wrong.
Well, I guess the movie is over now.
Your old professor out of
It
business.
is actually.
Monsters dead. Unless
Oh,
they're gonna
actually, yeah,
pull
only-
another post-credit scene or like
Only
pre-credit
6
scene where it
minutes.
just there's another one.
Okay, listen. Don't quit your day job.
Also, is this the individual from the end of the Dino Croc movie, or is this another random thing from that
I
facility?
think it's another one because they mentioned that they started up again. So it might be
Yeah.
a new one.
So,
There's like a couple of years
Yeah.
between the two. Also,
So
I
we
mean,
don't
the last
have
one was
the-
on the mainland. I don't know where it was
Yeah.
supposed to be, but it was clearly mainland USA. This is Hawaii, so. Oh, yeah, volcano.
the stock footage. Also, I hate the false advertising because one of the few things I saw about this movie was a poster that said Supergator versus the volcano, and I had no idea that meant it was going to get destroyed by a fake volcano. I was so ready for an
seriously,
actually
Supergator versus the volcano.
Yeah, that's like one of. It's on Wikipedia, I think. The
Wait,
poster.
I'll take. Oh my god, you are actually right.
Also, they didn't even have a fake out at the end. Just random footage of a volcano, and now this. Is
Oh my
like,
god, these are the laziest credits.
This
It's
is
like the
the
ending of
credits
Friends or
from,
something, like a sitcom.
Predator. And also Predator. But
Yeah, except this movie was made in 2007.
Wait. Alexandra Stevens was Alexandra Stiefvater. So it's like Stiefvater,
Oh,
Stevens.
okay. She couldn't remember her name, so they were like, okay, your
Check
name's just
Patrick
going to be
Kill.
Alexandra.
Why does the names of wait?
What role did
Didn't
Larissa
Didn't even
have?
have a surname.
Killed Patrick sounds really familiar.
Yeah,
Oh
wheelchair
yeah,
guy.
Lex was a thing.
He was the guy in the chair, and he was the mayor from Jaws. He was Random Bimbo, and she was Random Bimbo number 2. He was Random Hunk number 1.
You're the guy.
Coked up dude.
Okay, there was no character named Killed Patrick in the first movie, so I guess I'm just my
This
mind
is
is just
Random
making
Bimbo
up
number
things.
3. Random Bimbo number 4. Do I have to censor the
Tracy.
word bimbo?
That's fine.
Oh, we are about to see
I
a
guess.
chat.
There used to be a kids magazine in Austria about animals, which was called Bimbo.
Oh yes, my younger sister had that
Driver.
one, and when I saw this, I was like, oh no. And bimbo number
Yeah,
5 or 6 at this point.
That's awkward in retrospect, to be honest.
Yeah, the stoners, which had so much.
That's the total friends and credits.
Yes. Also, I'm surprised they're taking the time to show these people and give credits to them when they had
No,
such
that has
little
the running
roles.
time.
You know what?
That's
Actually,
running
I think I'm gonna
now
once
you
I
have
edit this.
additional cast members. Girl eaten from Running Crowd. That was
The
my favorite
fisherman,
performance.
Eddie Crazy Eddie Lopez.
Eddie Crazy Eddie. And guy running from Gator.
Girl eaten from Running Crowd, Sarah Miller. Kind of
Things are
sounds like
right.
the crowd was
The
eating
only
her,
re-
but
The only reason the additional cast members are just these 3 people is because they needed to pad out the running time as much as possible. Because
you know,
who makes
once
the credit
I'm doing
list
this,
where the cast
I'm gonna
just
take the
thinks-
scene right now, the credits, and play the music from Friends over
Yeah.
it.
If you don't get a copyright strike or anything, you can do that. Whatever is a fitting.
Look at the
ending.
key grip and the
Well,
grip
I was actually gonna use it for myself and not for the
great.
podcast.
Greg and Greg. Oh my! Look at the
Also,
film
the film
loader.
loaders,
Look
Jamie
at the
the
film
Magnificent.
loader.
Jamie the
Northrop.
Magnificent Northrop. So, do
Yes.
the others call you that, or did you give the nickname to yourself? Because it's kind of sad.
Wasn't this in the first Dino Croc credits as well? That some people had their nicknames in the credits, or am
Yes.
I confusing the?
No, it was definitely present, yeah.
I don't remember if those were the same people, but yeah, you can tell.
No,
some
it was
people-
different ones so far, but they definitely had them as well.
So yeah, I'm surprised. It's just like 2 minutes of actual scrolling credits because they had like 2 minutes of credits where it's just the Friends in outro.
God damn it, I can't remember the music. Remember the lyrics, god damn it. I'll be there
Special
for
effects,
you.
La Isla Film, which did the special effects, they did a very good job on buffing. They had 4 3D animators, which also did barely anything. I don't know. I didn't catch whether there was anybody.
Any
credited
unauthorized
for-
publication of this motion picture may result in civil liability as well as criminal prosecution. God damn it, guys! Episode is cancelled.
Also, did you notice there was no animals were harmed disclaimer? That means animals were actually harmed during the production of this movie.
Or no animals.
Yeah.
Think about it.
No, Supergator.
Supergator
was
harmed.
actually
Supergator
real.
was blown up. I mean, like, I watched
Um,
that Area 407 movie. There weren't any animals in that one, but still, the ending had the animals were harmed disclaimer. So I'm assuming in this movie, which looks to have a bigger budget, there must have been some animal somewhere, maybe like a dog or something. And the fact that there's no animals were harmed disclaimer means that something must have happened to that dog.
They
It's my
stepped on a snail or something.
Dropped an anvil on it.
Yeah,
The snail
See.
lost the leg.
they dipped an envelope. Thanks for watching. Like and comment. Subscribe.
Okay,
Ring the
so-
bell icon. All that stuff.
Okay, I found the poster you were referring to, Rick. I'm gonna post it
Okay.
right now.
It's on Wikipedia. I was so hyped up after seeing this poster. So I think the woman at the bottom is not in the movie. They had so
I
many
don't recall her, no.
in the movie.
What even is wrong with her face?
What's wrong with her face? Yeah, it's photoshopped or something. Yeah, what a
Looks like a
disappointment.
clown.
Supergator versus Volcano. Expectations is this poster, and the reality is just a little fake volcano blowing up and somehow blowing it to smithereens, even though it's clearly not in the same. Like, at least have it crawl on top of it or something.
Okay, so real talk. Supergator in this movie versus let me just get a good image.
This is Dino Croc in the other one.
Supergator in this movie versus Supergator in Dino Croc versus Supergator.
Oh.
Which one do you prefer?
I mean, the bottom
It's a
one is
tough one.
just the giant crocodile. Yeah, the dino, the
What are those
Supergator
spikes,
one.
though?
Quills. Feathered gator.
Oh, they crossed it with that Cambrian Vivaxia, with that spiky thing.
Yes.
Waxy
Dr. Wu.
horror movie then. The hallucinogenia horror movie, please.
Or hallucinogenia.
I would watch that, but that doesn't say much.
How about comparing
And,
the two Dino Crocs, though? I'm just calling them both Dino Crocs. How about we compare this Supergator versus old Dino Croc?
Give me a minute.
In this movie, Dino Croc just has an identity crisis. That's why it kept calling itself Supergator.
Yeah, I thought I'd caught you out on that.
It's the alias. It's like a superhero fake name. Dino Croc's superhero alias is Supergator. As you can tell from the word super being right in the name.
Okay, yeah, definitely a different model.
Yeah.
Very
similar but
different.
Yeah, this guy has a double row of spikes, whereas the original has a triple row-ish, I think.
No, I've
Oh, it has a double. Or it's just
no,
weird angle.
yeah. Supergator has a double row from the looks of it.
Okay.
I think the Supergator from Supergator couldn't. When it walked on two legs, it had a different posture, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, Supergator is definitely more of a quadruped.
Yeah,
so they altered the model a little bit.
Which honestly is an improvement, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I can definitely get behind that.
I mean, I still wouldn't call it good looking, but
it's an improvement.
Obviously, they didn't care about it themselves. Otherwise, they would have reused at least one of these two models for Dino Croc versus Supergator, but they made new ones for both of them.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, what did you think of the movie?
It was awful.
Pacing is non-existent. Structure is non-existent. It's infinitely worse than Dino Croc.
It's god awful. It's terrible. I hate it. What was that? What was that?
It was a product made to cash money. Can't even imagine a horror movie fan watching this and liking it.
Yeah, like I can get some enjoy. Yes. Oh god, that was awful.
I said this multiple times already. Last episode too, but Dino Croc has some merit to it in execution, plot, and I mean it's riddled with cliches and generic stuff, but you can kind of see an idea and a little bit of passion going into it. This is just a mess.
At least it's riddled with something. This is nothing. This is just people walking around in the forest.
Yeah, in bikinis and getting eaten after we spent 10 minutes on each of them doing nothing.
Yes, this is big budget area for 07.
Big budget might be a little bit of an exaggeration.
Higher budget. It has Roger Corman. There has to be
low budget.
Some budget. Low budget. Yeah.
This is not found footage, I guess.
Yeah, at least it's not found footage. Also, I'm never going to review these movies. For anybody who's listening to this podcast just because I made a shout out on my main channel, I'm not going to review Dino Croc or Supergator or Dino Croc versus Supergator, because you get to hear me and Armin and Akero talk for hours about these movies. That's already enough.
It's already far too much.
We suffer for your entertainment.
Yes. Now I'm suffering as well. I was wrong about this being more entertaining than the first one just for being cheaper, because it's just boring.
It's not. It was so much worse.
Yeah, so I can just hope that Dino Croc versus Supergator is so over the top that it becomes funny again.
Yeah. We will see, but we've got another couple of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom references in there. Like how the explosion in the end actually is the reason why baryonyx is fireproof.
I'm also upset we never got to see lava raining down on it or something like that.
That's
the first Dino Croc movie didn't have a volcano, but it had way more references to Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom by accident than this one had. Even though at the end we very shortly had the plot line of, oh no, the volcano is going to erupt, we have to save all the animals, which didn't matter in the end.
We also had the lava tube that the Supergator is apparently going in and out of.
Dino Croc has an actual tunnel, though.
Yes. We didn't actually see the Supergator walk in the lava tube.
Dino Croc was a far better film. I didn't think I would like. I'm just so confused and saddened. And
honestly, I knew this
Yes.
would happen, and I was looking forward to it. But as in
Don't
you
know if
acknowledging
it's-
that Dino Croc
yeah.
is actually better than this. I mean, it's
But-
still. Oh god, no, god damn it, god.
Got you to say it. But this is diarrhea.
this is excrement.
Excrement.
Yeah, it's bad. I mean, Dino Croc was bad, but this is so much worse in every
Didn't
possible
believe
way.
it's possible, but it can always go lower.
Yeah.
We can only hope it goes up from here. If we
No,
even
it's-
doing DVS.
Which, to be honest, I think I kind of need right now because I'm just so pained. I need something better than this. Even Dino Croc versus Supergator to close out the trilogy.
Yeah. Oh god. Anything left to discuss? Really? I don't think so.
Oh, it was terrible. Never watch it.
Yeah, never watch it. After you've
Yeah,
now
but definitely watch our video and definitely watch Rickraptor's video.
Absolutely.
This is the worst part. Now that I have to make this highlights video, that means I have to watch our recording of it several
Well,
times.
I mean, look at the bright side. At least you don't. You have us talking over it. So
You have something happening.
yeah. Oh god. Yeah. Thank you for joining us, and
Yeah,
we are
thank you.
super sorry you had to go through this with us.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me for this and not any of the good dinosaur media.
The good. You mean like Pachi fighting Thanos?
Yeah, like working with dinosaurs is also this. Oh, we forgot to mention the whole reason we did this video is because it's a horror movie and we have like Halloween approaching.
Yeah.
We mentioned it in passing, but yeah.
Okay,
Um,
I didn't.
A bit late for that now, but oh well.
It's spooky day.
Ah.
Oh boy. Which means that when you're watching this one, I'm gonna spend my time watching better horror movies.
Good for you.
Yeah. And that's gonna be it from us. So thank you. Thank you, Rick. And we'll see you guys in the next one.
See ya.
Bye.
Deja vu.